You get a good clap?
I did. I always got good clap.
That is true. Anyway, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Third Leg Show. It's season 3, episode 21. It's June 1st. Or June 21st. Yeah, there we go.
My birthday already came back around. Holy shit.
Surprise! It's been a year since we've done this. It's 2023, if you can't tell. Anyway, how's your week been, Shu?
Yeah. I had a good interview for a job out here, which I am excited and hoping that comes through.
Let's hope.
So that was fun. Fuck it. I'll just get into it. Once again, the level of perversion at the gym has increased. So, today was just a weird day. So, like, on top of what I'm about to tell you, I'll tell you the rest. There's an individual who keeps, ogling, I guess, is the way to put it. No. Before I forget. Okay, I've been forgetting this for, like, the past 3 times. This individual I also have, gotten advice for how to lift.
Yeah.
Because, the woman is obnoxiously in shape. But not like steroids in shape. Also, she's also one of the only trainers who like gives a shit and isn't trying to have sex with all of her customers. So, kudos to that. However, I think if I do get another another training session, I can't have pre-workout because I get, little caveman mode, little unga bunga. And both times I've had this now, I haven't realized what she was doing until after the thing, and I'm talking to press about it. She positions herself in a way to where either A, we are looking in between my legs, or B, behind me, just staring at butt cheeks. And I haven't caught on. So, like, there's one, you just go to a normal cable machine, and you have, like, these big hoops. I don't know, I call them swoops. And you just put your hands and you bring them down, like you kind of like squat down like you're going to sit. You stick your hips out and bend over a little bit, and you bring your hands down to your waistline. And it's like for a back workout.
Oh, yeah.
However, if you're fucking behind someone, all you see is butt cheeks. That is all you fucking see. And I didn't realize at the time that she was just back there, just like, oh, yeah, you're doing real good work. Real great work. That's a real good one right there. And even while I was doing it, I was like, I didn't even bring my hands where I was supposed to. What the fuck is she talking about? And I brought it up, and Press goes, where was she standing when she said that? And I told her, and I was just like, oh, fuck. I felt so betrayed. But, like, whatever. Like, if I'm going to be ogled at, I need to get something out of it. No, like, sex for money or nothing. But, like, if I can get fitness advice, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
So, fast forward to today. She got me, like, on 6 other things. Just, I got. That's the game, son. That's the game. So, fast forward to today. I guess what happened was I didn't see her the whole day. And so, any day where I'm, not being fucking zooed at, I'll have a good workout. I didn't see her until, like, the last bit. And I see these 2 people talking they work there, and in, like, the room where all the ab machines are, and I was like, oh, they're probably talking about, like, the fucking paper towel dispenser. That thing fucking sucks. As I get closer, one of them leaves. And I get a little bit closer. The one who stayed looks at me, and then, like, kind of, like, nods her head while she's talking, like as if like she's trying to get her to look over at something. Then I see her poke her head out, and then she then goes like, oh, okay, and then like does like the shoo away motion, and then all of a sudden starts working out. And I never seen her in there, but magically it's like a whole bunch of lifts and stuff. And so like I was like, all right, well, if she wants attention, I'm just not gonna give it to her. So I stayed even longer in there. Didn't look at her once. Because once again, if you shoot the shot, I respect it. I ain't gonna give you nothing, but I respect it, and therefore I won't hate you. But it's hard. It's hard out here. But anyways, I leave the gym, and there are 3 sheriff cars on this one car. That's usually never a good thing. So they have like the turn lane that I'm gonna use blocked off. So we all just kind of like figure out something else to do. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, guy's gonna get arrested. I drive like 200 yards down the road. That car that was pulled over is now driving behind me like a madman. So I'm just doing the speed limit, minding my business. He gets into the other lane, floors it, throws his like copy of the ticket out the window. It was just like, all right, that's like real life human GTA.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I'm just gonna mind my business. I don't wanna become a number.
Uh-huh.
So then I am explaining to press about my day, and I was like, dude, apparently I was at the Brazzers gym today where like anything can happen. And 2, I just saw a GTA thing. Like, I'm just going to stay home. Like, it's the old 3 strikes, you're out. Be like, I've had enough. As I say this sentence, the phone disconnects, and I can't call press. And I was like, oh, shit. It's like Final Destination, motherfucker. I'm going to die. Like, I was freaking the fuck out. I didn't die, obviously.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that was just today. But you had a better week. How did that go?
First off, that's a lot of omens that you had to deal with today. Ooh.
Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Dude, I'm not even joking. Today was a day. And once again, I cannot stress this enough. The lady at the gym is very nice. But, like, just shoot the shot and get it over with. If you're listening to this, and I'm, like, pretty sure you are, just shoot the shot. You ain't gonna get anything. And then just move on. And then we can be good. Like, we can be friends. I don't give a fuck.
I feel like maybe
just don't
she's
be a
afraid, you know? Afraid she shoots her shot, she loses a customer kind of thing, you know?
Speaking of her, hey, this is another thing me and Press were talking about. Is there different types of waves that, like, could mean different things?
Waves?
Other than hello and goodbye. Yeah, like wave, hello, and goodbye. Is there different meanings to it or no?
I think yes, but it definitely depends on more than just the wave, especially with, like, how they, like, their posture and everything, right? If they look flirtatious with the hand wave,
what does
it's
look
weird.
flirtatious?
You know,
I don't.
Instagram model style, that kind of pose, kind of wave. But I think there can be, definitely, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know this.
Okay.
And I think I might have inadvertently been given wrong messages. I think I fucked up.
I always go with the NPC kind of wave.
What is that?
You literally just as straight as you can body-wise, right? Like just fully straight, good posture, and you wave at your elbow back and forth like you're like wiping something.
Oh, yeah, okay. Just the normal wave.
Yeah, that's how I usually do my waves. It's either that or like it kind of goes from like a 2-finger salute to a peace sign. That's like, I do that to like people at work. I guess that's like my other wave.
You finger people at work?
I do finger people at work. Yes. It's,
attaboy.
Oh, wow, that is a lot that has happened to you. And I've only been gone for like what, a couple days.
Yeah, you need to stay home. All right, you need to fucking stay home. This, what else? Okay, so the whole waving thing. Okay, if someone, we're gonna leave their body language out of it, right? Because that can be a million different things. Obviously, body language can be all sorts of stuff. But the
could be they're just sore.
If someone starts at their index finger or their pinky, and it's like like each finger individually meeting the palm of the hand as a wave, what is that?
I can see that as two things, because I see that this happens a lot, and it's gonna sound really weird. This happens a lot in esports, especially if it's like in a personal arena. Some dude will do really well. They'll stand up and they'll do that wave at the other like enemies, right? Like at the other team, right? So I could see it as taunting, but it definitely also has a very flirtatious feel to it in my mind.
Okay, so that one's flirtatious. What about?
Just in my mind.
Sorry,
I would just say, just in my mind, that's how I see it.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. So. Now, what about a wave where, like, someone basically tries to one-hand clap, like, all fingers to the palm at one time? Like a flipper, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, and
What about that one?
They have brain damage. That's not a wave.
I guess I'm retarded. I guess I'm dumb.
I think that one's fine. That one I can also see as, like, an NPC wave. Just like a standard, normal human wave.
That's what I thought, but apparently not. Apparently, I've asked other people about this. That one has come back as flirtatious, too. The finger one has come back, like, every single time. That one apparently has, like, one person agreeing with me. But, once again, I didn't know there was different waves, so.
Yeah.
What about you? What did you do this past week?
Went to Vegas. Now, I want you to keep in mind, I live about 6 hours with a little bit of traffic away from Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
It took us 14 hours to get there. That is
all the traffic?
No. Quite the opposite. So I went. It was me, one of my friends from high school, and her boyfriend. That's a cop. That is my sister's ex. That is also my sister's corgi's dad. Very confusing. It's Salt Lake. We all know each other. It is so stupid. So it's the three of us together in a car. It's my car. I go pick them up because they live closer to towards Vegas, right?
Yeah.
We start our way there. We get I drive the first part all the way to St. George. The most boring car ride ever is Utah.
Nothing.
It's so boring. I do like doing that drive, just that drive from where I live to St. George, just because you can honestly blank out. You can fall asleep. Well, don't do that. I did that once. It's not a good idea. You can blank out and just kind of autopilot your way through, and you'll be there. But it's like that St. George to Vegas thing where there's so many turns, there's so much construction. It's very confusing. Anyway, I did that first part. Then my friend's boyfriend takes over. He starts to drive, and we're planning to stop in Mesquite, do some cheap gambling, just take a break, rest our asses, because car seats, the seats in car, they hurt my ass so bad.
Do some squats.
We get to the Virgin River, which is, not a nice hotel. It's an okay hotel, but cheap to gamble. We stop there, we get inside, we find out he forgot his wallet. Not his wallet, he forgot his ID. Now, this ID, right? You need it to gamble. You you can get a digital ID if you get pulled over, right? So you can do that, but you also need your ID if you are going to check into a hotel, right?
Yep. Yeah, you need to be who you say you are.
Yeah, they don't take digital IDs for gambling or for checking into hotels. So we have to drive all the way back. And then all the way back again to Vegas. This time, no stops. We literally just went from Mesquite. We stopped to get gas, and we went. We come back, we stop to get gas, and we go all the way, right? So it was we left at 11 a.m. And we got there at 1 a.m. It was obviously maybe not exactly 14 hours, right? But close enough to me. It was really hard to do, I will say. It was really, really funny to just experience that, just because the one thing that you honestly need for a trip is your ID. That I think that's one of the most important things to have, and he forgets it. I just found it super funny. Obviously, his girlfriend was super pissed, right? Anyway, that was just day one. The rest of the time was honestly really, really fun. We went to a all-you-can-eat sushi place in a desert, but it was really good, but it was so goddamn fast. We put in our orders of what we wanted, and it wasn't even 30 seconds later they had it all out to us, literally everything that we ordered. So we had to eat it as fast as we could, just so they had room to put all the rest of the stuff that we ordered onto the table. Oh, it was really good. I highly recommend it. It's called Sakana. It's very, very good, but it's kind of pricey. It's $30 for a person for all you can eat for 90 minutes. Not bad. It's just super busy there as well. Other than that, went to go see the Bellagio Garden. They played Oblivion NPC music while we were in there. The most random thing I've ever heard in a hotel is them playing Elder Scrolls Oblivion NPC music. The same one that you'll hear on YouTube Shorts or TikTok.
The memes.
Yeah, the meme song. Literally, that song came up as we were just in there. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. It was a lot of fun. I played craps for the first time.
How'd you like that? Let me guess. Lost everything.
So the my friend's boyfriend. I just call him my friend. Anyway, he was teaching me how to play. He put in $110. I put in $20 just to try it out. He lost all his money, and I gained $22.
We take that. Just leave.
Yeah, we take that. Yeah, it went a lot better than when I played slots. But I played slots. I think I lost a total of $13. So it was totally a lot better of experience. But his girlfriend, she is so goddamn lucky. I think on that total trip, she earned roughly about $500 in just gambling. Like she was super fucking lucky. But that was kind of what I did for like my entire week that I haven't been here. Just going to Vegas, taking 14 hours to get there, eating good food, exploring some places, meeting some family. Saw some people from California, some other people that came from Utah, and then we drove back and got pulled over. Got pulled over by a cop. I wasn't driving, luckily, but going 93 in a construction zone. That's
Jesus Christ!
Wasn't me driving.
How did they not get arrested?
Here's the thing. Didn't get arrested, didn't get a ticket.
How?
I don't know. It was an undercover cop. It was a sergeant. Came up to our car, was trying to be very intimidating. Didn't believe I was 23. Kept asking how old I was. Really weird to do that. I don't know if he was flirting. And
got that baby face.
Yeah, I really do. All that acne, you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of just trying to like scare everybody and like, if we add up everything that you just did, it would be like a $7,000 ticket, and we're just like, okay, yeah, yeah. We're like trying to be as polite as possible, right? He just was like, all right, I'm just gonna let you go with a warning because it seems like you need to go where you need to go, and he just let us go like that. The rest of the ride, totally fine. Took only 6 hours. So.
Jesus fuck.
It was just an eventful weekend of like, my buddy over here is having the worst luck ever. I'm just here experiencing things, monkey see, monkey do. I just follow you with, what you teach me in gambling. You take me to all these good tasting places. Oh, also went to like an actual like gaming, like arcade bar kind of thing, right? It was like $5 a person to get in. And they had like PlayStations, Xboxes, and a bunch of like themed drinks and everything like that. Really, really good. It's called Player One. It's $5 to get in, and it's pretty much free for everything except for drinks and the pinball machines. And then like a $5 deposit on controllers. Just if you lose them, then you have to pay $5, right? So, all in all, really fun trip, I gotta say. But that was kind of my week. I do have to say, interesting news. What are your thoughts on this submarine? I gotta ask. Like, the one that went missing.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad you brought this up, because I'm not gonna lie to you, this is gonna be mostly this podcast from my interaction. How fucking stupid do you have to fucking be? Like,
to lose a submarine?
Pay money. Who's stupider? The guy who paid money, or the people who paid money to fucking go on this thing? B, the guy who built it, or C, I don't even know. Like the people who constructed this. Yes, like this is fucking dumb. Like literally everything to do with the Titanic has had some sort of fuck up, whether it be catastrophic from like shipwreck or like just something not working. It doesn't work. Like,
have you seen like how they control the submarine?
Yeah, the $30 fucking controller. If this motherfucker, okay, can't even fucking operate this with something better than a Logitech generic controller. And believe me, if this fucking asshole could get Mad Cats still, he would have. And we all know how well those are. If this is how you fucking control a submarine, I'm out. And here's another spoiler alert. If you tell me you've spent over $250 million on a submarine to go 2 miles down below the ocean surface, I'm not fucking getting in that. I want to see a fucking B on that number, okay? Not an M. I want to see a B. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. That seems remarkably cheap. And then you hear about all of the stuff that he did, and it's just like, yeah, because it was remarkably cheap.
Yeah. It really was. Like, what, 5 people are missing right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and one of them's a 19-year-old kid.
13,000 feet, pretty much, right? Below the surface. 2.5 miles, nearly, right?
Yeah.
How do you lose this?
I don't know.
It had to be how they built it was just so shit, right? Like, it just looks like crap. And how you control it, obviously we already discussed it, is complete crap. You just lose it in the ocean.
So, like, I talked to my buddy who was in the Navy who did all of his shit, like, all of his time on the subs for the Navy, and he goes, yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, either one, it started leaking, like, halfway down, and they couldn't get back up. Two, they got crushed. And I'm like, that's a shitty death. He goes, and if none of those have happened, one of two things will happen. One, they go to sleep and they just don't wake up, or they freeze to death. I didn't even think of that. That's a thing. You can freeze to death in a submarine.
But just think about how cold it is down there too. Like, this has to be, like, it sounds in some cases a pretty peaceful death. In others, being crushed to death. If it's that one. If you're not freezing to death, crushed, like, leaking to drown. It ain't
peaceful. I guess you are right. The death itself is peaceful. But the fucking time up until the death, you are not having a good time. Like, you are just panicking. Waiting. You are waiting. And the only one who's going to have a worse time with this, other than the 5 on there, is whatever poor fuck has to go and open up the fucking bolted-on fleshlight front. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to find 5 decomposing human bodies in there.
Jesus. Like, what? Isn't it already out of time at this point, right? 24 hours? Or
They have until, I think, early Thursday morning.
Jesus.
When they left, it was like 96 hours of oxygen. Here's the cool part, okay? It takes 2, what the fuck was it? Supposedly, it took 2 hours, 2 hours into their descent. They already lost radio communication. It was like an hour and 45 minutes. An hour and 45 minutes is all it took for this to happen.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Also, how the fuck does no one of the 4 paying guests question this? He doesn't even have a separate room for a shitter. You put a curtain across the fucking tube and you poop. I'm not asking for a fully functional toilet, right? Like, whatever. You are literally shitting in a bucket. Toilets in submarines, feel free to look at history. Took a long time to figure that out. So, this guy definitely wasn't going to fucking splurge for that one. How the fuck do you pay $250,000 for a ticket for this? Every fucking picture I've seen of this. The greatest view to look outside of the sub, by the way, is the toilet.
Like, I think, they have, like, a camera that you can look at or something like that, and that's it.
Yeah.
Other than the shitter.
And here's a spoiler alert. It's dark as fuck down there. It is dark as fuck. Like, even when I was a kid, they sent, like a robot sub down and, like, filmed the Titanic, right? Mm-hmm. That thing basically had, like, stadium lights from a football field attached to it. And in a dark theater, it was still very hard to see anything other than the ship. Like, you couldn't even see the ocean floor. That's how fucking dark it is. And these guys, let's go fucking look at it. Fucking asshole. This dude.
Everything in this is just bad, it seems.
Here's something funny and something that I literally just learned today. The wife of the guy who built the submarine is the great-great-granddaughter of people who died on the Titanic.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
This is fucking stupid.
Add 5 more to the count. Like, this is terrible. Obviously, this is terrible. But, like, they couldn't have just bought, like, 1 AirTag? Or, like, anything. Like, 2 ways to track the ship would have been fine, right?
I refuse to believe you couldn't tie a rope to this thing. I refuse to believe that.
2.5 miles of rope. Like,
I've seen Deadliest Catch. I know it's there.
Yeah,
I know it's
definitely there.
I just, me personally as a human, if I had the money to do this, and let's say I bought a ticket, as soon as I toured this submarine and he shows me a curtain is the only thing separating me from dumping my bowels and everyone else, I'm out. That alone is enough for me to say no. This is before he would have told me about the fucking controller that controls this thing. And here's the best part. You know how submarines, like, lower themselves? They have weights, and then they'll just let go of the weights to come back up. I mean, obviously, military submarines are different.
Yeah.
Right? That's how they work. His was plumbing pipes. metal plumbing pipes that were welded together that it would just drop once it wanted to come up. It wasn't like an actual fucking weight. It was pipes that numbnuts welded together.
Yeah.
Everything. Literally everything was fucked.
Apparently, just quickly on this article for this thing, there's a little like side video going that has like breaking news. Apparently, there are noises heard by the Titanic sub team. What is that even like? What are you hearing?
So they're hearing noises that are not animal or like any other submarines that they know of. That's basically what it is.
I'm just imagining like they're finding a ghost pirate.
This guy's so fucking cheap, by the way. I'm looking at pictures. I pulled up another article. This guy's so fucking cheap, okay? The $30, obviously Logitech controller, he popped the label out of the center so he doesn't have to fucking pay them. I think he ended up doing Logitech a fucking favor because now, like, they'd be like, someone stole our thing. That's not ours.
Yeah,
we didn't kill 5 people. I don't understand how the fuck you look at this fleshlight and say, yeah, I'll go to the bottom of the ocean with this.
Even if you bought a ticket and you saw everything about this, I would have just left. I would have just let them keep the money so that they could hopefully, maybe try to build something better. Obviously, they're not going to, but I would just leave. I would never get into something like this. This is, oh gosh.
Not to mention, like, he's also on record saying that, like, ocean tourism has too many regulations. Huh. Yeah. I can't imagine why.
How many corners do you think this fucker cut?
Every single fucking one.
If these 5 people die, do you think he'll even care?
I don't think he will. I think he'll be mad that he died. You look at this and it's like you were in charge of you were in charge of other people's lives, including your own, and you still cut every corner imaginable.
This looks safe for me and these other people, totally. Like, how? I'm gonna just copy and paste an image. So I have this for the video version, right? I'll put this in at the beginning. Like that's a submarine.
It's a fleshlight.
It really is. Like, it's so tiny. It is so tiny. Like, I'm surprised you can even fit 5 people in there, kind of thing.
Have you seen how they have to sit? It's literally side by side, opposite sides.
I can't find any pictures
along
of the inside.
Here.
So,
I mean, what more do you fucking want? There is nothing. Imagine, so like here's Buddy Boy showing off his fucking controller. That's the inside. There's nothing. I mean, I understand you're not going to have a bunch of windows because of all the pressure. Whatever. Yeah. He didn't even fucking paint the inside of the fucking thing. He didn't even do anything.
Well, paint costs money, right?
This dude, oh my God.
Piece of shit. Earth Ambassador? Do we all agree? If he makes it out of it.
He's here. He's here permanently. Yeah. My hope is A, that they're alive, okay? I cannot stress this enough. B, the only other way where I would feel like if they died, the best way I would feel is if it just instantly crushed and no one felt any pain. It was just, and then it's over. And then there's 5 people making one flat Stanley.
Yeah. That's the only way I think it'd be okay.
So stupid. So fucking stupid.
I get like what they wanted to go down there to like document like the decay of the metal or something like that, right? Or just to look at it too.
For this moron.
Exactly. Like I don't understand why we even wanted to do that in the first place. Like what? Like this happened in what? Like 1912 or something like that?
When did
the Titanic?
Happen? It was around the turn of the century, 1912. Yeah, you right.
Holy shit. Well, just quickly.
Pat on the back?
Yeah, for real. And I think I know this one. They found it in like 1985. I believe I read that in the original article when I found this out. But, like, why do we even need to keep documenting it? Like, who cares anymore?
We send the fucking robot down every 10 years, and then we'll get back to you. Yeah. We don't fucking send 5 people.
5 people in a fleshlight using a Logitech controller and a sheet to cover you when you're taking a shit.
Oh my God. I can't. Ugh. What the fuck? Like, seriously, there's very few things where I read that, like, don't involve me, because, like, I can just be like, all right, that sucks for them. Because, like, it's not healthy to dwell on it.
Uh-huh.
This physically hurts. Like, this. Oh, my God. 4 other people were like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, this is so bad. Like, I really hope they live, and I really hope they take this guy to, like, some kind of trial. Like, honestly, like,
dude, for real. If they all die, here's what has to happen. But they signed a bunch of waivers, like a lot, so it won't happen. But for the love of God, if you get fuckboy's money, okay? If, like, when he dies, if you get fuckboy's money, you pay for everybody's funeral, no questions asked, no matter what they fucking want. You pay for every fucking dollar. And then you pay the 3 fucking countries who sent war machines to come find you. You know, the ones where we can find people across the ocean? That's what we're using to find you. That's how fucked you are.
You have a plane, right, that can detect underwater vehicles. I believe you have another, like, submarine or something like that. Multiple boats out there.
Oh my fucking God.
This is so bad.
Seriously, because, like, the United Kingdom, Canada, and America are starting to be like, who's going to pay for all of this? This guy. Whatever fucking money is in his will, you go fucking get that money, and you pay everyone for their time. You're a billionaire. You can afford it. This is fucking dumb.
And
this is egregious.
This guy has to pay. Like, no matter what. Like, even if he's dead, he still has to pay. Like, it does not matter. I don't think any country should have to pay for this. No. It has to be him. It has to 100% be him.
Yeah, cool. You skirted every fucking safety precaution as much as you could. Now you pay when you should have just done it to begin with, asshat.
Yeah. You, like, a rope?
4 other people are going to die because of him.
Yeah. A rope would have been fine. You could have had, like,
just a rope or a chain. A fucking chain from an anchor. Anything.
I'd accept a fishing line connected to a buoy. Like, honestly, like, I think that would have helped a hell of a lot here.
A fucking bell. Just to fucking do anything. I hate this
just Twitch stream this so they can find you. Like, what the hell?
That James Cameron thing that he went to the bottom of the trench in, that thing was like $3 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look before I fucking commit to anything. And it was a vertical tube, and it was enough for one guy.
It was more than what this costed. That is for sure. Like, we spend more money on just random shit, right? Like, so much just, like, minor things that usually don't involve other people that much. But you couldn't just spend, like, an extra billion. Even 50 million.
Just even. One bill, dude. Just one bill. Just make the fucking thing cost $1 billion, and it would have been better.
Oh my gosh. This is so fucked.
And the stupid thing is, 4 people paid for this. But then again, like, you can't, like, they thought it was safe, obviously. You should have asked more questions. But
they trusted you. They 100% trusted you. And they thought this was going to be an experience of a lifetime, and it is going to be their last experience of their lifetime. Like,
well, their last experience is watching people poop behind a curtain and having to smell it until they die, and then just going to sleep and waiting for them to die.
That or just crunch. Like, I'm guessing they didn't even test this.
No, they've tested it, and every single time something went wrong.
Yeah. But they still said it'll be fine.
Fuck off.
Do you have anything else? Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say about this? We've been talking about it for like 15 minutes or so. Not long, but.
Oh, dude. Like I said, this is gonna be most of my conversation. No, I'm not gonna continue. But like, you're not gonna get too much engaging. This shit literally infuriates me. For the love of God, no matter what it is you do in life, ask as many fucking questions as you can. Fuck them. Annoy them. And if they're annoyed, you dodged a bullet. I hate to tell you.
It doesn't matter how stupid the question is. It could save your life, kind of thing. Like, it really could.
Fuck.
Even the simple the question of, how do you control this?
What
and if
happens
they show
we
you
get
a
lost?
controller, a gaming controller, probably bought from Walmart for like $45, maybe even $30, right? You just walk away. You don't get in there. You just say, me, I'm taking these 3 other people away. You can go in that by yourself, kind of thing. Like,
dude, for real. Be like, here's the deal. You want to be a billionaire and go to space? Go by yourself. You want to be a billionaire and go to the bottom of the ocean? Go by yourself. Which almost all of them did. Not Jeff Bezos.
yeah. Well, his penis went.
Yeah, yes, it did. Just, you're the guinea pig. Be like, if you want this to sell, you're the fucking guinea pig.
Yeah. You have to be the first person in your own machine or your own funded machine. Like,
if someone approaches you with tickets for a submarine, say no. The whole idea scares the shit out of me. I'm not scared of what's in the ocean. I have like an unreasonable fear of being crushed to death by the ocean. Not drowning, not being eaten by a shark, not getting fucked by an octopus, of being crushed by the ocean. My science teacher described this to me. Like, the reason why there's so much pressure is because literally you are, like, wherever you're at, it's that much water above you. It's the weight of that much water pushing down on the water beneath you. You are just the gap. That's why that's there. That scared the shit out of me. That is a horrible fucking death.
You're in the 6-foot side of the pool, underwater. You know that much pressure? Times that by like 1,000. Right? I already feel it. Like just dumping my hand into like my bathtub, right? If I had it full of water, I could feel that pressure already on my hand. I don't want to feel what the entire ocean above me feels like, kind of thing. Also, I can't go to water. I can't go to water because seasick, and I just can't swim. So, but everything else is just terrifying.
I would bet you $40. Easiest $40 I'll ever make. This motherfucker plugged his nose every time he jumped into a pool. Easy. Yeah. He's a pussy and an asshole, and only pussies and assholes do that.
Mm-hmm. I don't even like. I was literally at dinner reading this in Las Vegas, or I think it was actually like brunch or something like that. But I was reading this and just looking at it and talking to the 2 other people at the table with me and just showing them like, this is what they win in. They are now missing thoughts, and they all would agree with what we're saying right now of like, this is the stupidest thing ever.
Literally just hit the dumb ways to die music. That's all. Like, I read this story, like Monday, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to read that. That sounds sad. And then I started, then all the information about the guy came out, and it's just like, oh my God. There's,
yeah, when I first read it, I was like, this is bad.
Well. This is horrible.
This is terrible for everybody involved. And then I read it a little bit more. I was like, okay, maybe not for that guy. That guy I honestly don't care about anymore. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Last slots. Starting now. This is
I could literally talk about this all day. And I would not repeat anything. I will repeat it. Once again, if 3 world powers have to send war machines to come find you, you are so incredibly fucked. So fucked, and it's not good.
I think at this point he prefers to actually die in it.
Who's stupider? And this is a real life man. There was a man about like 2-3 years ago. He wanted to prove the earth was flat, so he built a rocket ship to shoot him straight up into the sky, and then he would come down and describe what he saw. He died, but he didn't think about how to come back down. Who's dumber?
This guy, because he took 4 other people with him. Yeah,
I agree. This dude, oh my God.
That guy had the balls to go by himself in a machine that he made.
That's true.
This guy thought, well, if I'm going to die in here, I'm taking people with me. And their money. Like, I really hope they do find them in time. But maybe leave this guy in there.
Unfortunately, we can't send him to Mars because when they find him, we're not going to know which piece of the flatbread is who.
DNA test it. Just do something. Find his pieces, DNA test it, take a squeegee and put him in a bottle and ship him up there.
Just fucking send him to the sun. He would have liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with the Hydraulic Press channel. Feel free to watch any of those videos.
Oh my god.
That's a possibility of what happened.
Mm-hmm. It really is. Alrighty. I do have a question for you, just quickly. Kind of going away from this submarine. Kind of towards home territory for you. Have you heard of the 12 Tribe Cult?
What? No.
So apparently, I'm skimming through a lot of this article because it is very long. There's a cult. It's called the 12 Tribe Cult, and it, I believe it originated in some place kind of like mid-south area, right?
Okay.
And then they moved to Denver, where they have like 2 compounds there now. I believe one's in like your like Boulder City or Boulder County.
Hippies.
Yeah, and then Manitou Springs is the other one. It's next to Colorado Springs, right?
Yeah.
So there's this tribe out there that opened up like a bunch of restaurants and stuff. It has a decent amount of members, it seems like, and they just don't pay anybody. Like you join the cult, you go work at these places for them. They don't pay you. You just do the work, and they also take all your belongings, kind of thing. They own some place called the Yellow Deli in Boulder, and Mate Factor Cafe in Manitou Springs or whatever. I just wanted to know if you knew about this kind of thing first of all.
No, Why? What's up?
So, there have been a lot of people who have left, right, and said like how much this has ruined their life because they kind of take everything. They literally take all your possessions, right? I don't know if you remember this. This is a very gaming reference. In Fallout 4, there's something very similar to this where you just see like almost like a theater, like an amphitheater kind of thing out just next to the water. You can go there. You can ask to join them, and they will literally take all of your stuff. Like that's exactly how I imagine this is going down. Like they literally will just take the clothes off your back, kind of thing. They have like mandatory like prayer sessions in the morning. They really like hone down on like you have to be racist, homophobic, and misogynist. Like those are like key things in their cult. And they have like a huge thing going on with like child labor allegations and child abuse allegations going on right now. And there's been a decent amount of people who have left who talked about how much has ruined their lives and how they had to like work like 12-hour shifts and didn't gain anything for it. And when they tried to leave or they got kicked out because either they missed their mandatory prayers because they had to go into the deli early or whatever, right? They kicked them out, and then when they try to like get even or like get what they're owed, get their dues, they just said no, we don't do that. So this apparently has been a thing for a very long time. I think it started in like the okay, here it is. The group began in Tennessee in 1972, moved to Colorado in the 2000s, and now they have compounds like all over the U.S. Los Angeles, Seattle, Denver, Chicago, Dallas, Atlanta, Miami, DC, New York, and a shit ton in Boston. Like a shit ton in Boston. There's an image of like kind of like where their properties and everything like that.
Okay.
I just didn't know this was a thing. I just found this out kind of as I was exploring things. It's still going. It's still considered a cult as well. They're just there.
Once again, Colorado is full.
Full of cult members now, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, property size, locations. So yeah, the dots, like the filled in dots, are like 8K, and then like full out bulging circles are like almost 2 mil of like property. So I just thought this was really interesting. Just like a cult living pretty close to you, I feel like.
Used to be. Now,
Yeah.
I'm on the other side of the divide, so, haha, bitch.
All right. Yeah, that's kind of like the other thing I want to talk to you about. It was one of the things I kept forgetting to bring up just because just don't recognize this cult, like that kind of thing, right? But that happened. I'm gonna quickly run through like these last like article or two that I have real fast, and then we can get into like cunts and clits or rush or not rush, right? If you have any.
I do.
First off, sad thing. The dog who played Kane in Red Dead Redemption 2 died. Sad. He was 13
Rip.
years old. Yeah, sad. This one I'm just gonna quickly breeze over because this doesn't mean anything. About 63,000 fentanyl pills were found in Utah homes. In one Utah home, 2 foreign nationals arrested. Some of the other things they had, right? So this is roughly about 6,288 grams of field-tested positive fentanyl. They also had 2,737 grams of field-tested positive heroin and approximately 1,096 grams of field-tested positive cocaine. So
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's a lot of pills. Let me see if I can get this picture. I'll kind of send you the nice blue color of these pills. That's the fentanyl.
Heisenberg?
That's all just fentanyl. There are so many like pictures that they have of just drugs, right? Here's another one for you, just covered, And then last thing that I'll bring up is keep an eye on your bank accounts if you have children, especially if they use like your account or stuff like that, right?
Oh no!
Because this teen in China drained her family's life savings on mobile games, pay-to-play mobile games. Do you want to guess how much in USD that was?
$6K?
I would say close if you times that by 10. $64,000. $64,000. 13-year-old girl drained her mom's bank account to the point where she found her balance at 7 cents in her bank account.
Why would you? I don't understand this. Like, I see these like news headlines all the time. Why in God's name are you giving someone who can't even feed themselves a correct diet? Why are you giving them access to money? Like,
especially your own money.
We'll get into. I mean, that's a different topic in itself. Like, why do they have? I don't know, dude. I guess I'm the dumbass, but
I think both the child and the mom here are the dumbasses. One, I feel like the mom should keep a better eye on her bank account for sure. Like, I check mine fairly often just to make sure, right, that like either I get paid or that I have enough money to do X thing or buy X thing, right, and that I'll still be comfortable with what's in my bank account, right?
Yeah.
I feel like mom maybe should have done that. The child, I feel like you should check where the money is coming from because she didn't know it was coming from her mom's account, but at the same time she knew that the money.
How old was this kid?
13 years. She's a 13-year-old girl.
She don't care. She knew exactly where it was coming from. She didn't know, or she didn't care.
The way that it's been phrased in this article says the exact same thing as you. That she just did not care. And I agree with that, right? Like, she said she didn't know where the money came from. She just knew that the phone was connected to her mom's account. But obviously, instantly, in that one sentence, you can figure it out where the money's coming from. Not only did she spend money on herself, let me just quickly say that she spent a lot of this money on 16,800 on game accounts and nearly 30,000 in in-game purchases. This doesn't, I'm guessing that amount right there doesn't also count the amount of money that she spent on her classmates that wanted her to give them stuff so that, they could play the game with her kind of thing. Like, keep an eye on your money, keep an eye on your kids. That's all I'm going to say, all right? As a person who doesn't have a child, this is terrifying to me.
In what world does this work? Like, there's so many negative things that can happen with this.
Yeah. It's anyway, the child is now trying to scrounge up enough money. Sorry, the mother actually is now trying to scrounge up the money lost to her child's gaming habits. Hasn't received any funds yet.
Yeah, can't imagine why.
Yeah, I can't
you
imagine
play
why.
dumb games, you will find dumb rewards.
I feel
Fuck
like
around,
both of them played
find
dumb.
out.
Yeah, both of them just played stupid games. Keep an eye on your money. Keep an eye on your child. Make sure what they're doing, doesn't drain you of your life savings. But, all right. Do you have any Earth Ambassadors or good eggs before we get into consequence?
Good eggs. I got one. There is a family in Rhode Island, the coolest state apparently, per capita. They moved into this neighborhood. Their neighbor was an elderly man whose wife died, and he'd been alone for 6 months. They have quote unquote adopted him as honorary grandpa.
That's pretty cool.
So like the kids will go over and hang out with them. They will invite him over for like family dinners, holidays, literally anything. The kids love him. Family loves him. The guy's not a weirdo. Yeah, I mean, heartwarming shit. So,
yeah, that is very nice.
We post all the asshats, so here we go. Let's post the good people.
Hell
and they didn't get in a submarine.
Yeah, that's good. He honestly looks pretty happy. I think.
Yeah, I would be too. I don't know, man. It's good to see humans being humans.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you?
I just want to give it to Kick for taking XQC and Amaranth away from Twitch.
Please, God, take more.
Yeah, they just, as this article puts it, just stole XQC and Amaranth, which, thank God, right? All right. You wanna get into it?
Yeah, we can. I'm gonna let you know. There's another similar story to what we had last time.
Oh no. Is it the same story as what I'm thinking? Oh no.
Yes.
I told those two that I was driving with to Vegas that story, and they just they would think about it, they would just comment on it, and then nothing for an hour. They take a nap, they literally wake up and they'd be like, I still can't get over that.
That's so sad.
It's sad.
I mean, fuck it. Let's get right into it. In the U.S.
Oh God.
What did this guy? What state does he live in? Midwest. Sorry, Midwest.
Okay. Illinois.
Ooh, I'll give it to you. Indiana. This man is accused of having sex with his dog. His mom walked in, caught him, who then this man decided the only reasonable answer was to threaten to kill her by beating her to death with a hammer.
No, I don't think that's right. With your first action or your second.
So once again, leave the animals alone. Please, God.
They're there to be your best friend, not your best hoe. All right, just leave them alone.
Why? Why is this a fucking thing? I hate people. All right. Kind of a good. It's a bad story, but with a silver lining because we got a bunch of entertainment out of it. Because apparently there's still some real assholes out there. So this happened in a college in the South.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna tell you the story. At this college, and then at the end you can guess, because I mean, so
we'll get through it.
Oh yeah. There was this couple, in their mid-30s. The wife was in, a college as a bowling coach. And it was a pretty good bowling team from what I understand. They would win all sorts of shit. They would win state. They would win all sorts of things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She hires her husband as an assistant coach. He then has sex with one of the people he's coaching at this college. Wife finds out. They're getting a divorce now. They're filed. Now, as if that wasn't bad enough, someone caught him and started asking him questions. So They go, did you know what you're doing was wrong? He says, I knew it was kind of a no-no, but there's no rule saying it can't happen. There's not a law saying I'm going to jail for doing something like this. There's nothing in stone. I guess it's just an ethics code. Like, we frown upon it, but there's no rule. There's no law broken.
Well,
he was asked about the text messages he received from the girl. Quote, it didn't have anything in detail. It was just about how amazing I am. Basically, in general, in a general perspective. Amber saw that and questioned me. Amber's the wife. And I got to the point where it just built up so much that I basically told her the truth after she dug through my phone. And they asked him, why did he do this? This is what he says. I was a stay-at-home dad for 5 years with the kids while Amber got to go off and coach the team. And when she'd get back, I'd run practices on top of taking care of the kids while she was back. When they travel again, I would sit back and take care of the kids. And then when I got hired on, she almost forced me to run the practices. I was volunteering the entire time before that to help Amber out. Once I got hired on, one thing stemmed from another. I felt like I was doing too much for what I was being valued at. So then he proceeds to blame his wife. So what southern state did this happen in?
Again, I can think of like 4 states that this happened in. I'm gonna go with Texas on this one.
This is Texas. This
University
is
of Texas?
No, this is
okay.
What is this? Stephen F. Austin Bowling. A female bowling team.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen someone get made out to be a villain and then just continue to make them a villain. Like, it has been a long time. Holy shit.
What, Ezra Miller and then Amber Heard? Like,
yeah. I mean, basically, yeah. Like, every time they talked, it got worse, and we're back at it.
Yeah. At least he's not a celebrity. I mean, he kind of is now with his actions, but
what a scumbag! Coming as a guy who's been a stay-at-home dad for 10 years. What a scumbag! What the fuck? Oh my god!
Be faithful, all right?
Don't be having any more kids if we're just gonna view them as like fucking torture. I don't know. Ugh.
Bad.
Yeah, really bad. All right. Arguably a guy just as bad in my book. This is in Europe. I'm a poop artist. Check out my crappy paintings.
All right, we're gonna end the podcast. I can't do that. Europe. Is this Britain?
This is Germany, and there's our little. Yep.
He's touching it. Oh, he doesn't have gloves on.
Oh yeah, he does not give a shit.
It does look nice, but
This is German artist Werner Hartl, 45. It's cow shit. It's still poop. Quote, when it's wet, the paint is a bit funky.
I don't like this.
But when it's completely dry, it doesn't smell anymore.
Oh, okay. That's a lie.
The artist who lives in Reikersburen, Germany, claims his foray into feces-based art came serendipitously 10 years ago, after he noticed how hard the cow manure was to clean off of his barn.
This is my earth and best.
Yeah, I thought about it. Really thought about it.
Don't get me wrong. I think the painting looks nice. I think it would be better if it wasn't made out of shit, though.
This is another painting he did of himself.
That's
I'm just happy
disgusting.
he doesn't. I'm just happy he doesn't finger paint. I'm just happy he's not doing that.
I don't like that second picture at all. Of him just collecting the shit from the cow.
I don't.
This is bad. There's a lot of bad stuff today.
Yeah, so don't play with poop. File under art, feces, painting, poop. What other? What? Tell me, New York Post. What else is under feces?
Don't go down this rabbit hole for your own sanity.
Dude, This is how I kept finding those stories of people shoving stuff inside of them. What are you talking about? I get nothing but results with this.
Oh. You really want more results about using shit as art supplies?
Man with 48-year grudge caught peeing on ex-wife's grave every day by her kids.
Honestly, that man's my hero.
Holy shit. God, I'm a petty motherfucker, and I'm still like, yo, that's a lot.
That is a lot. Jeez. How long? Right. How many years? 47?
48.
Oh, my gosh.
48 years. This dude showed up and pissed on her grave. Jesus Christ. All right, we're going to leave that guy alone. Yeah, here we go. We're going to stay in Europe. Yeah, fuck it. You're just going to get the headline. Sicko David Lee jailed for performing sex act over baby seagull in drunken fit.
This is Europe?
This is Europe.
Is it Italy?
This is going to be England.
Damn.
Now, you're asking yourself, what happened? And what is his sentencing? Well, apparently, he was slapped with a 24-week sentence and a 10-year ban from owning any animals.
That seems pretty light.
Yeah. It gets worse. Lee was caught on video chasing down the infant seagull around 1 a.m. in Sunderland. Before snatching the defenseless bird and carrying it into an alleyway. The Brit was then seen pulling his phone out of his pocket before taking off his pants and kneeling over the bird. Quote, he then goes down. It is very clear he is masturbating at the time. He then goes on to move the gull between his legs. Prosecutor Leslie Burgess said in Jesus Christ. Tyneside Magistrate Court Tuesday. For the time the defendant is engaging in a sexual act with a baby seagull, the defendant then stands back up. After completing his demented crime, Lee gave the defiled seagull a little kick before walking off.
Why? Why?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Apparently, he has a couple mental disorders. So there's that. Apparently, this is the only bright line out of this story. There was a victim impact statement at the court. Was from the woman who reported the disturbing footage to police, who said she is haunted after witnessing his acts. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The reason why his phone was out, he was looking up animal porn. And when the cops caught him, he lied and he said that he was trying to call a vet. They looked at his phone and he literally just Googled animal porn.
Okay. There's something wrong with people. A lot of things wrong with people.
Yeah, Lee initially tried to claim the bird was injured and he had pulled his phone out to look for a local veterinarian's information. Police quickly debunked Lee's lie after pulling up his search history and finding, quote, animal porn.
I'm going to look up a vet for you while also kicking you.
In a shock to no one, Royal Society for the Protection of Birds expert confirmed the act caused unnecessary suffering to the seagull. Yeah, duh.
Yeah, just a little bit. Now, hear me out. If these submarine people live, we keep the man who made it. We just put all of these animal rapists.
Do we change our Earth ambassador to Titanic tourist? Is this what we do
it? I think Mars is getting pretty full. I'm not gonna lie. As long as that guy is still making these, funding these kind of subs. Ugh, jeez. I feel bad for these animals. Even for a seagull, I feel bad for the seagull, right? It's a seagull, but I still feel bad for it.
I'm in the camp of no matter the animal, don't be involving it in sex. In any way, shape, or form.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that. This goes for furries.
Yeah, well, all furries in my mind are Earth ambassadors or Titanic tourists. Either or now. What else you got, huh? What else is happening now? I'm scared.
Speaking of Mars ambassadors, I completely forgot about this. Until then, I lied. This is my Mars ambassador. We're gonna send her back up. Megan Trainor, you're going right back up.
What'd you do this time?
Well, turns out, remember the first time we sent her up? What it was for? Her and her husband?
I believe we sent her to Jupiter, but yes, I do remember.
Yeah, well, I mean, we sent her to somewhere else. And it's because they had toilets right next to each other that they would shit at the same time. Turns out we know why. She has a podcast, and apparently she says, quote, "My husband is a big boy. My pussy is broken.
What?
I have pussy anxiety." Trisha Paytas was on the episode, and this came up because she asked if Megan Trainor has a, quote, little vagina. She goes, well, how broken is it? Megan Trainor replies, to the point where I'm like, is it all in? And he's just like, just the tip. Quote, I wish I could make my husband smaller. It's painful, dude. Nothing, she added, noting that she went to a doctor and learned that she experiences vaginismus, a.k.a. a spasm of muscles surrounding the vagina that occurs against your will. That makes the vagina very narrow and can prevent sexual activity in medical exams. Yep.
I mean, yeah, it sucks that you have this medical thing, but I don't need to hear about it on a podcast. So why do you have a podcast? I mean, we have a podcast to be fair.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, but
a
like,
little bit of pot and kettle, my guy. We're just two dipshits.
We are two dipshits, but still, why? The whole like right next to each other toilets, and then the way that you explained your own vagina was a little weird. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, figured out why she takes huge dumps. It's because she has a gaping butthole from this dude's penis. So
yeah,
just falls out of there. Ugh. Shout out Spy Kids guy though. Apparently packing heat.
Apparently.
Fucking A.
Dude, it's loaded.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. Maybe, just itty bitty pussy. So follow up. The Ecuadorian woman who woke up at her wake.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turns out not getting medical help when you are in a coma isn't really good for your health, so she has passed away for sure.
This time for sure.
For sure.
Okay. They allowed rigor mortis to set in first?
Yeah, I don't know.
How do you fuck that up still? Like, I still want to...
I don't know.
How do you fuck that up?
I don't know. There's so many points and so many stops before, they should be put in a box and at a funeral.
Yeah. Well, normally. This isn't the U.S.
The ministry, yeah. Ecuador, we need to step this shit up, dude. This is bad. The ministry
really
added that she remained under permanent surveillance, but did not give any more information about the investigation surrounding the case. The family also said that they did not receive an explanation as to what occurred. Looks like this family's about to own a hospital.
Yeah. They'll probably do a better job than that doctor. Jeez.
Fucking A. I mean, all you gotta do is just, hey, this motherfucker's not as cold as, like, someone who's dead is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just the simplest fucking, like, so many people have to move this body. They are touching them.
They haven't shit themselves yet.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe check for a pulse, too. I don't fucking know. Let's come back to the States. I will give you Northern Midwest for this. Velociraptor statue heist ends with 3 arrests in state.
Minnesota?
This is South Dakota.
Oh. Velociraptor heist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, apparently in South Dakota, they don't got shit to do. It was stolen from a South Dakota Arts and Science Center. Sioux Falls Police Sergeant Aaron Benson said Friday that the security officer spotted 3 people carrying the statue away from the spot. just after midnight. He took a video and then helped officers track the statue to a nearby apartment. When opening the door, detectives could clearly see the velociraptor was sitting right inside. Police detained 3 suspects on charge of grand theft. Benson said one was 18, another was 19, and a third was a juvenile. Fortunately, the statue was not damaged. The statue and many other dinosaur representations are part of the Dinosaurs in the Wild. Whatever.
Keep an eye on your kids, huh?
Fucking A. What the fuck you dumbasses stealing a dinosaur statue for?
I was imagining them just like going to like a Sinclair like gas station and stealing a giant like that. That little statue.
Fucking brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Those always get stolen. Every single fucking time. People love dinosaurs.
Ours always gets like painted different colors and then graffitied, and then they get painted over with their green again. We have one that's like pink out somewhere.
There was one. They painted it blue, and then someone stole it, and then Sinclair went out of business at that location. Turned into an ExxonMobil. Speaking of cool statues, this is once again in the Midwest. Woman refuses to remove 9.5-foot werewolf from her yard.
Midwest?
Midwest.
Kansas.
This is Ohio.
Oh.
She's had it up since last Halloween. Quote, he's kind of become my house mascot, she told the news. I kind of look at it as a security thing. Who wants to break into a house with a 9.5-foot werewolf sitting outside of it? I know I wouldn't. Simmons has been dressing the wolf in various costumes. They have a picture. I'm not sending the video. I don't give that much of a shit. Has been dressing the wolf in various costumes to represent seasons and holidays. We're going to get a big Hawaiian shirt and maybe some sunglasses, she said. The werewolf, which Simmons dubbed Paul, now has his own Facebook page with over 2,000 followers. Simmons said her neighbors have largely been welcoming of Phil's presence in her yard, but at least one resident sent an anonymous complaint to the city of Dayton. City officials said they have no plans to further enforce the werewolf's removal at this time.
Good.
There's always one turd in the punch bowl.
Yeah, there always is. I was just thinking that. Like, that one neighbor, go fuck yourself.
Let people have fun.
Yeah, it's not your yard. You don't get to decide.
And obviously, this made the news. It has a following. Probably made your fucking property value go up a little bit.
Yeah.
What southern U.S. state had 40 goats get on the loose and eat everyone's fucking shit in the neighborhood?
Ooh. Southern state?
Southern state.
Oklahoma.
This is Texas, so we'll give you that one.
They got their hat.
Same thing. Oklahoma's just northern Texas. Can't change my mind.
It really is.
Yeah. The goats were found to be owned by a company that rents the animals out to clear vegetation. The goats had escaped from a local property where they were clearing plants for a developmental project. Residents say the company replaced many of the damaged plants on their properties. See that? See, a business is at fault, and then they fix it? Submarine guy?
That is crazy.
Wow. Submarine wife?
Yeah, can't really talk to the guy anymore. He only has, like, what, 12 hours?
Break out the Ouija board. We're going to get him, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to let him know he has to pay.
Jeez.
I mean, that's a good story. Goats are cool. Anything with goats, I'm in.
Goats are honestly, like, one of the... They're one of the coolest animals, I'll say it, all right? Like,
they climb trees.
They're pretty cute, too.
They're square eyes.
Yeah. Baby goats are really cute.
If I was a ranching man, pigs, goats, ducks.
I would do
and I'd have the greatest restaurant.
I would do chickens, pigs, goats. I might maybe, have a couple dogs as well,
Oh my God. The Chinese man said it. I didn't.
Not for a restaurant. Just for a farm.
Yeah. That
guard
dog,
herding dogs. Herding dogs. God damn.
Yeah.
They don't taste good, all right? I'll tell you right now.
I'm
not going to eat all these things, all right?
If you watch the show Clarkson's Farm and you don't want to be a rancher, something's wrong with you. That show also made me not want to raise chickens. They are dumber than fuck.
Yeah.
Like, obnoxiously dumb.
That's why I want to raise chickens, just because I know they can't overthrow me.
Well, that's not true. That rooster killed that guy.
That's rooster, not a chicken.
Hey, it's the same shit. It's just a male chicken. He pecked him in a varicose vein, bled to death.
I don't trust dicks. I don't
Never
trust
trust a cock. Unless you're at a gym and you are just really thirsty.
You're doing great.
Yeah, I feel so dumb. So goddamn dumb, dude. Fuck if I do another one, which I don't even know what I'd do it for, but if I did another one, no pre-workout. Not until after I'm done with that little session. I mean, the workout she gave me, incredible. Like, my back has been exploding. So that's cool. Apparently she exploded over my back. Rush, not Rush. Did he order 21,435 Jello shots from a bar to break a record?
No, but I wish I was there. Is this in Vegas?
This is LSU, Louisiana State University.
Not as cool.
Yeah. What? There's no way he ate all of that.
He would fucking die.
Yeah, he would be dead in like fucking 3 hours. His stomach would explode. Gavin Couliat, owner of Rocco's Pizza and Cantina in Omaha, said he started making Jello shots in school colors during the 2016 College World Series, and the Jello Shot Challenge has since become an annual tradition for fans to show support of their favorite schools. The University of Mississippi set the record for the challenge in 2022, with Ole Miss supporters ordering 18,777 Jello shots. LSU makes its first whatever. The total was bolstered by Todd Graves, founder of fast food restaurant Raising Cane's. What the fuck? A fast food restaurant there should be a comma there. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, spending $30,000 to buy 6,000 of the shots to share with his fellow fans. There we go.
Okay.
Couliat said Greaves also set a record for the most shots ordered by a single person.
Okay.
So, because like the first paragraph, Louisiana State University fans broke a record in unusual College World Series traditions by ordering and downing more than 21,000 Jello. Really made it seem like this dude had a death wish.
Just a little bit. Also, Raising Cane's, I'll say it, they only have
Sucks.
two good things. Their bread and their sauce. That's it.
I don't know. Everyone gets like a hard-on for this place, and when we tried it, it was fucking horrible.
I definitely liked it more when I was in Arizona because cheap and I was poor. But trying it a little bit more now, especially at least the locations near me, it's always fucking dry. It's like super dry.
Every time.
The fries are soggy. The slaw is like unusually hot. Like, do you want hot
obnoxiously
coleslaw?
Wet.
I don't want
pool
hot
of shit.
It's like temperature hot. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
but like,
nothing like warm mayonnaise. Mm.
Yeah, their toast and their sauce. Like, that's the only two things I'm gonna get from there from now on, and I'll just get like Burger King or Wendy's or something. If I ever do get that, which I probably won't anymore.
Fucking hey, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I feel like I'm missing out on that.
I don't know.
Maybe
it's
I'm
better
just missing
in
something.
California. Yeah.
Well, this started in Louisiana. And Press lived in Louisiana for a while, and she's like, she's the reason why I tried it. She was like, dude, this is the greatest thing ever. And even she had it was like, this is bad. So now I'm starting to think it was just like a location thing, and I just had like some asshole kid who just didn't want to be there.
I definitely feel like it is location, like based location, right? Because I thought it tasted better in Arizona, and then the ones here are just ass. So.
Yeah, Presley's last trip, it's like sometimes she has to go across the mountains to Denver for her work.
Watch out for the cultists.
Yeah. And she will come back with like food that we used to eat while we were there that isn't over here. Mm-hmm. And this last time was fried chicken from a place called Church's. Oh, if you got Church's chicken, you need to go. It's so goddamn good. All right. No more food. I'm hungry. Rush, not Rush. did he organize a conga line that danced for 16 miles?
No.
You sure?
I'll go with no on this one.
Okay, yeah, you're right. This is a team of Connecticut high schoolers.
Oh, I was thinking it was like an old people's thing.
No. The Conga for All event, organized by Greenwich High School, led a line for 64 laps around the school's track. The students danced for nearly 16 miles to break the world record for longest distance danced in a conga line, which the record before was 15 and a half. And it was set by a bunch of fucks in the Netherlands. The event raised $8,500 for River House Adult Day Center. All right. Glad I didn't talk shit about it.
At least you're doing it for something.
Yeah, once again, don't know why we need a name, like just full name and where they go to school. Like, just give us the school name.
Yeah,
and then just say students.
Address to their home, their social security, their phone number, their Instagram, everything.
The pet dog that doesn't like to sit around him anymore.
Let's not go there, all right? These people are kind of cool.
Why? Just leave animals alone. And submarines.
Alone.
Maybe you guys should fuck each other in a submarine.
Yeah. Do we need to start doing, like, heavy, like, background checks for, like, pet owners? Like, heavy. Like.
Yeah. I might be getting another corgi.
Ooh, lucky. I still want a pet. I don't have one. I'm sad.
If the rehoming doesn't work, Presley's old boss's mom can't take care of him anymore. His name's Charlie. He looks exactly like Gurr, and he's got a tail.
Ooh.
Doesn't have the nub. So we'll see. That'd be cool.
Of replacing where my TV is right now in my room and just getting like a beta fish. just a tiny pet I could have.
Little betas. Rush Not Rush, does he have the largest Dalmatian collection?
No.
Correct. This is Scott. Oh God, Erbele, Erbele, Erbele of Fort Lauderdale. Said his collection started when his parents bought him a lamp of Dalmatians when he was a baby in 1954.
You just kept collecting, huh?
Well, I'm gonna finish this story because he idolizes firefighters. So
okay,
I'm gonna proofread this before I say anything because I don't want to be an asshole. Parents bought a home in 1963, located in. Fortunately, across the street was a volunteer firefighter station. He became a firefighter.
That's cool.
He also served as a professional firefighter in Arlington County, Virginia from 75 to 97. He said he filled his cabinets with collectibles of Dalmatians. Okay. Quote, I'm sure I'll be outnumbered at some point, in which case I will try again. Since the record count in February, I've easily acquired another 50 items. It's just so much fun. Somehow I need to get this under control. I must have spots, he said. Boo.
He's a cool guy. Needs to work on his quotes.
Yeah.
They could definitely use your help in Canada.
Does he own a dog in Pennsylvania or
No, we're
Indiana?
not going there. We're not going there. We're not going there, Shu. You stop this, all right?
Does he know a guy who likes birds in England? Stop with the animals. Stop with submarines. Stop with animals. And if you see a lonely old person, just talk to him.
Also, stop with putting toilets next to each other.
Yeah. I haven't forgot about you, Megan. I haven't forgot about you, you fucking animal. Jesus
I only have
Christ.
one of your songs liked, Megan.
She's one of the rare artists. I don't have a single song.
Oh.
I don't like the way she sings. I get it. Everyone else does, just not my thing. That's all I got.
I think the one song I have on her is like her mom song where it's like her talking about like how much she appreciates her mom, and that's it. Just because when I listen to that, I'm like, my mom's pretty cool too. That's it.
My mom also didn't raise me to poop next to somebody.
That is true.
No barrier.
Yeah.
Also, one last thing. What the fuck is people's problems with the bathroom doors in America? Like, I guess this is a thing. Like, people are pissed off at the gaps in the bathrooms, and I'm like, are you guys looking at people through them? Like, why are you looking at people shitting? And they're like, no, it's when I'm in there. Be like, no one looks.
No one cares enough to look.
Yeah, no one wants to see what you're doing in there. Like, no one...
Unless you're making, like, weird, like, sexual sounds, no one's gonna be looking in there.
When you're in a public bathroom, do you courtesy flush?
I don't poop in public, first of all.
I didn't either. Then I started going to the gym, and I was like, I have to poop in public. I will
do everything in my power to not poop in public. Like, literally, I will do everything. If I have to, I will quit my job just to go home and poop. Like, I will not do it.
I save that for home.
Yeah. I will, like, no doubt, I will not do it. But if for some reason I had to do, I courtesy flush in my own house. So, I mean, I'd probably do it in public. I just, I can't do it. Public bathrooms are just too disgusting to me.
Yeah, I hear you, but I'm not about to be lifting and pooping my pants, so I'll take the lesser of the evils. Although,
I do agree with that.
She-Hulk might leave me alone if I just fucking shit my pants.
You might want to be careful with that one, because there are some people who like to use that as art supplies as well, and in the bedroom, so...
We've been thinking, we've been thinking about, like, just weird ways to kind of, like, get her to go away. So, like, I've been debating on telling her that I'm a stripper, and that's why I work out during the day. So I need to come up with a stripper name. So she'll be like, okay, well, where do you dance at? So I'll have to figure that out. And I could just say I strip in Utah.
Yeah?
You're one friend. I'm not a pretty man, but I'm prettier than her. Señor Gordo.
That she has ruined strip clubs for me, because I know that she can travel out to, like, different strip clubs and do her thing. So I have now vowed to myself just to never go to a strip club, because the possibility of seeing her at one is still more than 0%. And I don't ever want to go through that of, like, just seeing someone I know at a strip club. So I'm just never gonna go.
Just if you're out of state, go during night. She's guaranteed not to be there. If it's in Utah, don't go to that one.
Yeah. Well, she lives in Colorado now, so good luck.
Fuck!
Yeah, you forgot about that part, huh?
I did. Believe it or not, I try not to remember anything about that. All right, let's get out of here. I'm fucking starving.
All right. Speedrun time.
Yeah.
Wait, was that it? Oh, no, I was just like, no, was that it? Are you done? Oh, okay. Well, see ya.